My dear friend in Christ, it is said that Alexander the Great expressed 3 desires to the generals of his army in his dying moments. Let's listen to those desires and then understand what the Bible tells us. After conquering many kingdoms, Alexander was returning home, but unfortunately he fell seriously ill and was in his dying moments. With death staring him in his face, Alexander realized how all his conquests, his mighty army, his prized sharp sword, and all the wealth he amassed were of no more value or consequence. He now longed to go to his distant homeland to see his mother's face and bid her his last adieu. But his sinking health did not permit him. So Alexander then summoned his generals and said, "I will depart from this world very soon, but I have 3 desires, and I earnestly desire that they be carried out without fail." He said, "My first desire is that my physicians alone must carry my coffin to the grave. Secondly, when my coffin is being carried to the grave, the path leading to the graveyard must be strewn with all the gold, silver, and precious stones which I have collected in my treasury. My third and last wish is that both my hands be kept hanging out of my coffin." Now they were shocked to hear of these strange desires in his dying moments, and one of his trusted generals said, "O king, we assure you that all your wishes will be fulfilled, but tell us, why do you make such kind of strange wishes?" Alexander replied, "I would like the world to know of the 3 lessons I have just learned. I want my physicians to carry my coffin because when I leave this world, people should realize that no doctor on this earth can ever stop death. So let not people take life for granted." My dear friend in Christ, think of the beautiful words of Job. Job chapter 14 verse 5. "The days of humans are determined. You have decreed the number of their months and set limits that they cannot exceed." Job chapter 14 verse 5. Then Alexander said, "I want the path of my grave to be strewn with gold, silver, and all my treasures, so that people may know that in death not even a fraction of gold will come with me. I spent all my life greedily accumulating things that I will never carry with me in death." Let people realize that it is a sheer waste of time to greedily chase after wealth. My dear friend in Christ, wealth can be enjoyed when it is shared, because our greater treasures are ultimately in heaven. Jesus urges us, Matthew chapter 16 verse 19 and 20, "Do not store up treasures here on earth, but rather store up treasures in heaven." And Alexander said, "I want my hands hanging out of my coffin so that people know that I came empty-handed into this world, and empty-handed I go out of this world." My dear friend in Christ, look at what the first letter of Timothy chapter 6 verse 7 says. "For we brought nothing into the world, and we take nothing out of the world." So my dear friend in Christ, wealth is only meaningful if you can share, and you can enjoy it only when you are still alive and healthy. And finally, think of this, my dear friend in Christ. What you do for yourself dies with you, but what you do for others will live forever. Yes, what you do for yourself dies with you, but what you do for others will live forever. May you have a good and godly day.